Alright, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get the recon, not the recon, the Renegade Raider for free in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, this obviously does not work in game. This is a trick of changing game files around to make it look like you have the Renegade Raider in the lobby only. Although you can't use it in the game, it's a pretty nice trick for tricking your friends and impressing people. This also works with dances, pickaxes, and pretty much anything that you have in your inventory. The only thing is the ID has to have the same amount of letters for you to switch it. So for example, for me to switch the Renegade Raider, which doesn't have an ID name, the ID just looks like this. In most skins, after this little part of the ID, they have a name for it. This means that it's female and it has its name. For the older skins, some of them might not have it. So, since the Recon Specialist is also a very old skin, you can switch around the Renegade Raider and the Recon because neither one of them has a name, and their ID ends up being the same amount of letters. Now, the only thing that you need to do this is this program right here that lets you edit files. Now, the installation is pretty easy. You just have to go to the website, pick your language. To find the installation, you can just look up HXD. It'll be the first thing that shows up. Just click on downloads and you're there. Alright, once you have it downloaded, the setup's pretty easy. You just have to set it up, download it. Once you have downloaded, just open it. Click File, Open, and you're gonna open this file right here. PackJunk0 Windows Client.pack. Now you can find this in PC, local disk, program files, Epic Games, Fortnite game, content, packs, and it's right here. PackJunk0 Windows Client.pack. Now, once you have this open, it's pretty simple. You just have to look up Recon Specialist. Make sure it's on text string and put it on all. And now this is the skin right here, and this is the ID for it. Alright, so you're going to want to take this ID, right, paste it into the notepad. Just put this over here a little bit. And then you're going to want to look for the Renegade Raider. Now, this is the ID for it. You're going to want to take it, put it onto your notepad. Right, and then you're going to want to paste the Recon ID where this one is. Now, make sure you select the right things. If it tells you that you're changing the file size, that means that you either selected too much, too little. It needs to be the same exact amount of letters. If you don't have Recon Specialist, this also does work with Survival Specialist and maybe other old skins. I know it works with those two because I've done it, and I haven't tried it with any other older skins. So for you to figure that out, you'd have to go into the files and actually figure out if the skin has an ID or not. Now, once you've pasted this, you want to go back into the Recon Specialist, and you're going to want to paste the Renegade ID into this ID. Now, if you close the file, just click yes, save changes. That's going to take a little bit because it's going to create a backup. Now, if you go into your game, you will not have your Recon Specialist there. There will be the Renegade Raider. It'll have the skin, it'll have the description, and it'll show up fine in your locker, as if you actually had it. You can select it, and it'll show in the lobby. If you go into a game with it, once you enter the game, you will go back to being the Recon Specialist. If you lose the game, come back into the lobby, you will be the Renegade Raider again. It does not show in game, but it's still a cool trick to show all your friends. Now, if you did something wrong and your game doesn't open, that means that you changed the amount of letters that there were in the file and changed the size. You can just come on in here and either uninstall or reinstall, or you can verify. No, I don't want to do that. So, if my game works, yeah, my game opens, which means that the files are good, and I did it correctly. It's opening on the other monitor, so you can't really see it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, it does work for dances, and it does work for any other skins as long as they have the same amount of letters. The dances will also work in the lobby, and if you go into a game with it, its ID will show up in the little bar where you can select which dance you want to do. But if you click on it, nothing will happen. It won't do the original dance or the dance that you actually changed it to. Thank you for watching.